Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Thursday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go across to our friends over in Adelaide and, of course, been with the Modbury football team. And, of course, they play in the Adelaide Footy League competition. And, of course, we've got a very special guest on the show. Of course, she is one of our play sponsors over there at Modbury. Of course, also one of our ambassadors. So, of course, she joins us right now. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me here.
No worries. Well, I'll get you to introduce yourself and tell us what position you play on the field this season.
So I'm Sharna. I'm the captain of Modbury Footy Club senior women's team. I currently been playing midfield and forward this season. So I'm a bit of a person where they like to chuck me around wherever they need me, so I can go wherever. But yeah, lately been playing mainly forward and midfield.
How's the season going for the Mighty Hawks?
So we've unfortunately ended our season due to losing our prelim final. So we start off the season a bit rough, like had a few losses, had a few wins. And then coming into finals, we had 5 wins under our belt and was looking really good. We went into our first final really confident and worked together as a team and got that win. But then unfortunately in the prelim, we lost by 5 points. So it was really close. But it was a really good game, and I think all the girls put their body on the line and did what they could. So, yeah.
For Modbury, for your team in particular, was your first year up to another division after winning the premiership the year before. How did you find it throughout the season? You said you've had some, I guess your share of wins and losses throughout the year. How did the team find it in their first year?
Yeah, I think we did really well. We were up there with everyone else. We finished 3rd on the ladder. And yeah, I think we could have maybe finished a bit higher if we stayed a bit more consistent during the season. But really, I think that we're capable of doing something well next year. So I reckon we'll have a good crack at it again next year. So.
Tell us a couple players in your team that had an awesome year. I know it was a team game, and of course everyone played so well in their first year up, especially the team's first year up at upper division. So, but is there any standouts that I guess might feature maybe in your club's best and fairest or the league best and fairest?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a junior that's came up, and this year we actually had 4 female daughters and mothers play, so duos, which was really good. And she was one of them. Her name is Mia Ebert. She is only 17, and she is an absolute gun. She runs a little feed off. She's incredible. She's everywhere where you don't expect her to be, putting her body on the line, doing everything, and main goal scorer really. She just runs around them all and gets them. And then also our ruck, Emily, she's outstanding. Like in all the photos that we have after the game, like you always see her dominating every ruck contest, and just her communication with us as well. And we have a few really good players this season. I reckon it's only going to get better, so it's good.
For you as captain, I guess how did you play personally yourself?
I've had a bit of a back injury this year, so I've been finding it hard to keep performing. And then unfortunately in the first final, I got COVID, so I couldn't play. It was absolutely the hardest thing of my life. It really affected me with my breathing in the second final. I really struggled, and I was like, yep, I should be over there doing that and helping them out, but I can't get there. So it's a bit hard. But yeah, I've always just kept pushing through it, and I just love being out on the field with the girls. So just do everything I can to be out there and try my hardest and help the team out.
As you just mentioned before about, I guess, obviously tried your best in that prelim final yourself. How are you feeling now?
Not too bad. I've got this cough that's just hung around and it's driving me nuts. But I mean, not too bad overly. It's mainly when I am running and fitness wise, I can tell the difference. Like it's impacted me a lot there. And yeah, just this cough that I can't get rid of.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about your amazing coach that has guided this team in the upper division at the moment.
Yep. So we've had a bit of a change in coaches at the start of the year. We had Dave Gray, which is an amazing coach from last year. He does an amazing job, but he unfortunately had to work away. So the club decided that we needed a bit more of and the team decided that we needed a bit more of a stable coach that was there every week, week in, week out. And this year, Reese Johnson, which is actually the assistant, the vice captain, she, her partner. So the coach is the vice captain's partner. So it's a bit hard there. They sometimes, have different opinions on things, but now they're really good. Reese has done amazing. He's focused on our skills heaps. We've developed greatly in our skills, and our fitness is starting to get there, and just game sense is starting to come along. Like for me, as I've been playing for five years now, I've started to develop the game sense, but the newer people that have came along, aren't quite aware of that yet, but they've really developed and progressed with that a lot this season. So it's been really good to work with them all.
Now with the season over and done with, I guess what's the next thing for you in footy?
So I reckon we'll start pre-season maybe end of this year, if not definitely January next year. So yeah, I think we're going to strongly work on our skills. That was our strong development. That's helped us a lot this season. And our game sense has progressed heaps, which I think we're going to continue to work on a lot, and like setting up zones and stuff. But yeah, we started a zone this year, but it was a bit hard with a few new teammates that aren't too aware of the game of football yet. So developing that will be a strong progression into our season for next year.
You mentioned about that progression and all that. So are you excited to get back on the footy field now again for next season, especially now, obviously, there's going to be a couple more months before you get to that point?
Yeah, definitely. I'm already so bored. I miss footy so much. I'm really looking forward to next season and hoping that I'm pretty sure majority of the girls are hanging around and it's looking really good. We have lots of numbers out at training. There's a real good bond around at the club. And I think that we're going to be working really hard to try our best again next season, like we always do. But I reckon, yeah, it's going to be good, I think.
For anyone that missed our last interview that we did with you, I think last year, with, of course, one of your premiership teammates there. So firstly, I guess, how did you get involved in footy and why did you choose it?
So I used to do BMX and I've done that since I was little. And I sort of lost a bit of interest as my family lost a bit of interest as well. And then me and my friend from school wanted to start football, and I knew a few people that had connections with Modbury Football Club. I came out and they were real welcoming and supportive, and yeah, I've never really looked back. I started 5 years ago, and our first season we got into the grand final, unfortunately lost. And then yeah, being captain, vice captain, and yeah, just absolutely love the club. They are so supportive of us all. They just do so much for us, like meals, they do everything. Like the atmosphere that the girls bring to the club is really good. And yeah, it's not just about playing football in the end, it's all about having fun, and we all enjoy it ourselves. So yeah, have a good laugh and have a bit of a kick and a catch.
Mention right at the start what position you played on the field this season. If you had a dream position, would you love to convince your coaches in 2023, where would that be?
I really don't know, because I always swap and change, and I hate being a forward because I hate the pressure of kicking goals. But then I hate being a midfield because you run so much, but then I love it at the same time. I love being in defence as well. I used to play defence. That's where I always played. For last season, I played defence and midfield, and then all the other seasons I've been a defender. And now, like, going into defence, it scares me a bit because I feel like all the pressure's on me to stop all the goals. Anyway, really, just love being out there.
What does the sport of footy mean to you, and especially playing there at Modbury?
Footy to me means about having fun, enjoying your time out there, and I don't know, just supporting the club. They support us, so we need to support them. Getting to know more people, having that bond between everyone, and just enjoying yourself, really.
I'm assuming one of your highlights, it was a premiership win last year?
Yes, definitely. That was, one of my greatest achievements. Is a real once-off experience that I'll never forget. I hold it close to me. It means so much to be able to captain a side that won a premiership, and the majority of the girls have continued and worked hard and kept performing well. So, it's a real eye-opener to the end of the day. There's only one team that can win the premiership. So it's a great achievement. And, hopefully next season we can maybe give it another chance.
Where's the premiership cup and the medal at the moment?
Sorry, it's at the club. I've got mine on my bedside table / next to my bed. Each night I can hear it. It's amazing to go into the club and be able to see it just sitting there and just admiring our performance and our development that we've gone through to be able to get it. Like, it's just incredible.
What would be your advice to people that should get involved in footy, especially down there at Modbury?
Well, if you want to play football, come to Modbury, because we're always supportive, always welcoming. We have so many people from the age of 15 to 52. Like, we have so many mums that play. We have mum and daughter duos. Myself and my mum play, and she's a bit older than me. I won't say that. I won't put it out there. But she loves it. She puts her body on the line. I'm like, oh my God, Mum, you can't be doing that anymore. But she does what she wants to do, and I support her the whole way. I've never heard of a better atmosphere and club than Modbury. Like, I just can't believe how much they support us, how much the boys support us as well. They get around us, we get around them. It's a family when you go to the club. It's not really, it's not the club as such. You go there and it's just, you feel welcomed as soon as you walk in.
So some lighthearted questions to finish off, which is, who was the comedian, the best singer, and into their TikToks?
The comedian. Well, I don't know. There's a few around the club. The best. There's a few comedians. The ones off the field, like Megan Smarty. She's classic. Get a few into her, and she has a good little session. TikToker, we have a few of them. We had like a review night, and we did a joke on our runner, and it was all about him, but we made him do a TikTok at the start in front of everyone. Mia Ebert, Jamie, there's a few of them that love their TikToks. I don't know, there's a lot of, we're all very similar.
So do you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
Not really. It's sort of, no, I don't really have anything. It's weird, like going into games, I just blank off in my head. I'm just in my own world. It's really hard to captain a group and concentrate about everyone when I'm so focused on myself. I don't really have anything my main thing is just keeping my boots the whole way through the season. So I have to have the exact same ones. And these boots this year were killing my feet, but I kept playing with them because they were just good luck.
Yeah. I guess, did the team have a fine system this year that went towards the end of season trip?
No, we didn't actually, because we have a few underage people. So we thought it would be nice season. But I think next season we might do something like that. So yeah, we had a lot of games where we actually had to drop a few players because we had so many. We had so many on the bench and a solid team already built. So having to drop a few players was hard and a huge decision to do. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have to do what you have to do to try and get the win. But everyone's a part of the team, no matter if you have to be dropped for some reason due to injury or just not being able to play. But yeah, I think it's just all about supporting each other and believing in each other and trusting each other. So
did you have a pump up song?
Not really. Not one in particular. We do like our music, but yeah, no, not a particular song.
Any good nicknames around the team?
We got Smarty, which is Megan Smart. Myself, they call me Sharna Banana. I get banana a bit. And then we have Jamie on our team. We call her John. There's not too many others that I can think of at the moment. But yeah.
Oh, I love that one. That actually rhymes and actually will stick. Unfortunately, I have to say to you, Sharna, that actually is going to stick now. So we'll finish with this last two, which is now obviously we're your play sponsor this year. They're at Modbury. How special to have Smash FM as your play sponsor, even though obviously we're an interstate sponsor?
Yeah, it was really good to have you sponsor me. It was very lucky and very grateful that a company like you reached out and supported us. And, you know, it's about getting companies to support the club as well. So it's really good to see you guys supporting us as well as you interviewing me and getting us involved and getting us out there, which is amazing.
And one final one, I guess with us sponsoring you, I guess were you surprised?
Yeah, I was at the start. I was like, no way, like as if they're going to do that. But no, it was really good. I appreciate it heaps. And yeah, like I said, it's just about everyone supporting local clubs like us. So,
Sharna, thank you so much for getting up your time to join us. It's awesome having you on the show. I wish I could say that, you know, your team won another premiership in 2022. But obviously, as you mentioned, your team fell one game short of the grand final. But obviously, it's a fantastic effort anyway, considering you've went up from last year to a bit, I guess, a new division again, and doing so well and making it to the prelim final. It's an awesome effort. You should be very proud of your team's efforts throughout the season. I'm sure next year, another season in it, that you can make it to the grand final. And who knows, 2023 could be the year of the Hawks.
Yep, hoping so. Thank you very much for having me here. It was amazing.
No worries. And that's Sharna. They're joining us, of course, one of our player sponsors over there in South Australia, as well as, of course, the captain of the senior women's team at Modbury Hawks. Of course, we'll put all the details up on how you can get involved with the Mighty Hawks in 2023 there with Modbury. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.